Are you two ready to close out the season?
Yes, once the V3 assets finish downloading, I was due for a firmware upgrade.
This is going to be cool.
97, 98, 99, 100. Let's start the episode.
Welcome to the Season 2 finale of Uncrank'd TV. Luna P to the E to the R to the L here. Let's start things off with. As announced on May 14th, Zanya is looking for artists for the 2026 edition of the Playdate community calendar. Spaces are limited. The wall and easel calendar formats will be available, with the easel calendar really gaining in popularity this year. The pre-order window and price will come at a later date. Also announced on May 14th, if you're a dev, now's the time to join up to the 2025 Advent calendar. You may or may not have a game right now, but the Advent calendar is something that many in the community look forward to close out the year. 25 days of new games and hidden gems at a discounted price alongside the physical Advent calendar. Pricing and the pre-order window will be announced at a later date. Use the form to let the Santa devs know that you want to join up. Also, you can reserve your calendars and books in the same form. Uncrank'd has over 300 followers on BLUESKY. This happened before the last episode, but we were late on reporting. So, check out the form in the description below on how this milestone should be celebrated. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the 20 games from the pre-summer Uncrank'd Game Jam. Winners will be announced on June 7th, followed by the victory lap video later that day. What are your favorite games? Get your caption in for the May Caption This contest. Voting starts on the 25th. Devs, do you have a game releasing in July and beyond? Send in your trailer by June 8, 2025. The link is in the description below. Do you have a Lua question or topic that PizzaFuelDev should cover in its pizza time? Send in your questions using the form below. The Uncrank'd Quick News Update is now on Substack. Everything in this tiny weekly update, now easier to read. You can also subscribe for free. Zanya will send out 1 to 2 subscriber-only emails a month. She already has some cool things in mind. There is a paid subscription where planned chats / ask me anything or regular chats will be scheduled, and suggest topics that should be covered. Uncrank'd is still looking for people who are interested in blogging about something Playdate related. Zanya can help you schedule something that fits into your busy schedule. The first Uncrank'd narrative, Nexus, is ending soon. It is open to Playdate devs and fans alike. Check the form link for more info along with the rules. Play, create, inspire. Another Uncrank'd project to highlight female devs, artists, and musicians in the Playdate community. Issue 8 is full. Any new articles will be moved into Issue 9. The latest episode of the Hello Playdate podcast with Don, Nick, and Ryan was released earlier this week. Check it out using the link in the description below, or on the podcast platform of your choice. That's all for What's the Scoop for this episode. As always, send in your news, music, or art that you'd like to share to Zanya with a DM on Discord or through the Uncrank'd social media accounts. Shout out to all the new followers on all social media accounts. Keep it locked to Uncrank'd TV.
Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. Countless mariners have heard this time and time again. What is more important, your client, your legacy, or your crew? Lake Superior never gives up her dead. It's the year 1913, a shipping season to remember, loosely based on all the stories of all the brave sailors who sailed on Lake Superior when the Witch of November rolls in and live to talk about it. What would you do on one last run?
Welcome back to Uncrank'd TV. Project Coffee Table is back in progress after a lengthy pause. The first book is a mix of coding, info, tips, and in-depth devlogs, while Book 2 is an art book. Become a subscriber on Substack or join the Discord for more information. Zanya can do an updated video on the entire project along with any questions the community will have. Now, let's get into this week's Playdate Atelier. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm IrishJiminy, a solo Playdate developer. I've released 5 games with my 6th releasing in July. So far, my games have all been in pulp, and my 2 most recent games, Crank Venture Capitalist and Crank Casino, are both on the catalog. I've been working on learning Lua and have a tiny game that I intend to release in the coming months as I refine it and get better there. I love pulp and will always have a soft spot for it in my heart.
Name and describe your games and inspirations.
Jiminy's Morning Adventure was my first released game, period. It is a cozy Metroidvania where Jiminy's clothes have been stolen by his cat Zara, and you have to help him get them all so he can go to work. I play this one monthly trying to beat my own high score. Baloo and the Big Blue was my second game, and I wanted something that focused on the crank more. So this is a roguelike Flappy Bird style game where you help Baloo migrate. It also has a wholly unique gravity for a Flappy Bird style game, dual gravity to mimic the ocean. Cooking for Crabtopia was the third game, a cozy short ingredient gathering game made for the Uncrank'd Game Jam last year. Crank Venture Capitalist is a zany, idle incremental where you try to rescue your mom from different kidnappers with your real estate empire so you can get back to middle school. Crank Casino is a narrative casino game with roguelike elements. On the Spaceship Casino, play 3 unique casino games and befriend and learn the stories of 6 different historical people on board.
Did you follow a golden rule or rules while creating your game?
For my next game, I wanted to do something different, to break the game down into almost Lego-like pieces that I could easily modify later. I focused heavily on creating better code architecture so that I could have lots of unique effects and modifiers during runs. My golden rule for this game was simplicity. I wanted the code to be as clean and simple as possible so that an item or a leader could shift and change the base code without having large, if thin, blocks in pulp.
What does being a Playdate dev mean to you?
To me, being a Playdate dev means trying to make something that is weird, unique, and has part of my personality in it. The beauty of Playdate is that the gamers seem to appreciate those quirks that make each of us unique and bleed through the games, and they welcome it with open arms. Being a Playdate dev means that I know I can make a silly game, say about goblins, and I will not be the only person going, "This is kinda ridiculous, but I love it anyways."
Introduce Goblin Village to the community.
Goblin Village is my upcoming game, releasing on catalog July 8th, and I consider it to be my best game. It is made in pulp, and it feels like it. It's got that pulp charm. The game idea comes from a trip to Atlantic City with my dad and brother, and we started throwing around ideas for a silly game that has strategy and luck that is focused around the yes and or failing upwards from improv and D&D respectively. I created a prototype the night that the idea was fully formed and had it working within the span of one not so great Hellboy movie. Goblin Village is a pulp game, but it feels like a cozy choose your own adventure game. Like all good things though, adventures end, and Goblin Village is no different. It uses a meta currency, trinkets, that permits upgrades for future runs. Each run consists of 3 daily actions, which sees you gathering food or resources, wishing or gambling for more, managing the size of your tribe, and forming expeditions. Unfortunately, even here, taxes exist, even in a cozy adventure, so players have to manage their resources successfully and ensure they feed their goblins at each evening's feast. There's a random event each day just to keep you on your toes. The game has a ton packed into it. It has 30 leaders in total with non-linear unlocks, which makes the game feel special. Play your favorite leader or a bad one. You're always working towards something every run. There are 30 items, some of which have multiple tiers to enhance your future runs, including the components to furnish and utilize several buildings in your village to greatly enhance future runs. The story is broken up across the runs, and it sees you discovering how the goblins got driven out from their home in the Forbidden Mountain, and helping them step by step towards creating a new home for the tribe, or maybe taking it back. The game is best described as a cozy, roguelike unlock-a-thon. Goblins in this game are full of whimsy and silliness, not bad things, and the game features no violence or death. The game has a playtime of 2 to 5 hours depending on how lucky and skilled you are. Each run can be stopped short for no penalty, keeping all of your earned meta currency, and each run is a short 3 to 10 minutes. Every run sees you unlocking something new, such as a leader, buying new items, or progressing the story. Goblin Village releases on catalog on July 8th, and will also be featured in the Uncrank'd Fun in the Sun bundle later in the summer.
Choose your leader. Goblin Village has 30 different leaders to choose from. Pick your favorite and lead your settlement.
What a fun trailer from IrishJiminy. Goblin Village will be on catalog in July and a part of the Fun in the Sun 2025. Wait, what's this? Interesting. This is a weird message that is being transmitted to me. Now, what does it say? The game also has a secret screen in case you find any secrets, like maybe twin cities. But do not tell anyone we told you about that one. And this small note is signed, sincerely, not a goblin, definitely IrishJiminy. Well, the version 3 firmware update wasn't expecting this. I'll bring this up with the boss before Season 3 starts. Thank you again for treating us to the next IrishJiminy game. Look out for it later this year. From an AI to a dev, keep an eye out on those goblins. They can be rather tricky. Let's jump right into this episode's dev shoutouts.
Now we're shipping 9 unique carriages flying down the tracks in the middle of a non-specific desert. The geometry and that one photo-bombing cactus could use a bit of tweaking, but it's running. Keep your eyes out on this one. Follow Gert on Blue Sky. Shout out to Attack Slug, Jongjongbu, Ledbetter, Mouflon Cloud, Pixel Ghost, PizzaFuelDev, and 12th Man, aka the Uncrank'd crew. I can't thank you guys enough for going on this cranktastic journey with me to create Uncrank'd.
We're always looking to highlight devs and their games. Reach out to Zanya if you would like to be interviewed and or highlighted in future issues of Uncrank'd or Uncrank'd 180, or even for the Playdate Atelier.
Welcome back to Uncrank'd TV. It looks like it's time for the wrap-up. The May caption. This caption submission window closes on Saturday, May 24th, and voting begins on May 25th to May 31st. Good luck to all who entered. The narrative Nexus ends on May 31st, and stories are starting to come in. I haven't read them myself, but a little birdie told me they're good. I didn't expect anything less from the Playdate community. Zanya is looking for people to send in their fortune cookie fortunes or misfortunes. The 2026 Playdate community calendar, the 2025 advent calendar, and Project Coffee Table are in planning mode. Send in your art or your article today using the form in the description below or on the Uncrank'd Substack. A shout out to IrishJiminy and Goblin Village coming to catalog and fun in the Sun 2025. Don't forget to vote on how we celebrate 300 plus followers on Blue Sky. Subscribe to the Uncrank'd Substack or become an Uncrank'd Street crew member to find out more about the progress of the Uncrank'd Playdate projects. Wow, what a way to end this season. So, with that being said, D.E.V.A, Luna, and I are taking a vacation and will be back in a few weeks. Until then, Uncrank'd will still accept trailers/teasers up to 5 minutes for the Playdate Atelier or your game trailers for the throwback. For Uncrank'd 180, a list of questions will be sent to you to answer, and you have the choice of recording your own voice. Have Zanya, D.E.V.A, Luna P or I can read your answers. Reach out to Zanya and she'll make arrangements, make everything happen. This would be a great start to Season 3. We're always accepting other Playdate-related news. While we're off, you can check out the quick news updates every Wednesday at 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow Uncrank'd on social media. You can also support Uncrank'd by buying a coffee and keeping the zines coming every 4 months along with Playdate projects and contests. Don't forget to grab your copy of issue 7 with the cool spring community mailer and reserve your 2026 calendar 2025 Physical Advent Calendar or Project Coffee Table books. Have a great weekend and 3 great weeks ahead. Hey, I think that's a wrap for the season. Thanks to everyone for checking out Uncrank'd TV.
We truly appreciate the love and support. Thank you for filling in the last few weeks, Luna.
No problem. I'm glad to be a part of the team. See y'all in June. UNCTV out.